Hello everybody, this is Carol from Friendly Quail, here for day 5 of 12 days of pockets. I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm going to make some with napkins on. These are just what I pulled out of my stash to remind me. These are really old ones that I haven't used, but you know, they're pockets. See if I can get that in there. This one's a little wide for that, but you know, you make a pocket like this, and they're made out of book pages and napkins. So join me today. I'm glad you're here. Gonna have our day 5. The first thing you need to do is get yourself some book pages, and doesn't matter what kind, what size, whatever, but we're gonna make some of these little pockets. I'm going to take you through it right now, and then this is what we're going to put the napkin on. All right, so not too hard. If you haven't done this before, we're going to fold it in, and you want, if I hold it like this in a tube, I've got this overlapped a little bit, but not a super lot. And I'm going to flatten it out. Okay. And then we're going to turn the bottom up like this. Now we have a little cutting to do. For the bottom, I'm going to make a little flap on the middle part by cutting an angle here. And then I'm going to cut up there. Oops, I ripped it a little. All right. Kind of did this one too, that's why. Okay. Now, get your glue. And you're going to put a line of glue along the outside of one side, fold the other one in, and put a line of glue on the edge of the flap in that one. That way this will overlap, and where both of them meet, they'll be glued. Okay? Then go ahead and glue your bottom up. Now in this case, if you're gluing this in your book, you won't see this back part, but that makes the thing. And then you can make it any height you want. And I'm so bad at cutting. I'm going to get my cutting thing here. And I'm going to make it about 4 inches, just because that's, a lot of times I have 6-inch tags. Okay, so there's one. I'll make one more, and then we'll get to putting the other stuff on here. This one will be a little smaller. Pictures don't do well under the napkins. Found that out the hard way. Alright. Gotta fold it over. These are so easy to fold. I haven't been even using this, but probably should be. Alright. It's not even. Okay. I'm going to cut this part out. Cut up to the fold and then an angle. It's actually easier to do it this direction. Cut up the fold. Okay. Put a line of glue here. You could sit and make a whole bunch of these, and then you'll be all set. Then over on this one, fold it over. So then when they overlap, you get both sides like that. Okay. And the flap up. Okay. Just cut off along the edge of the writing. Okay, there. That's what we're doing. Now, I'm going to get out the Mod Podge, because that's what you need. Oh, I gotta have a drink of tea. This is my, it's called lemon glazed loaf, and it's from Tazo, T-A-Z-O, and it tastes like you're having a piece of pound cake, you know, like lemon pound cake. Oh, it's so good. And I put cream in it. Then it's like it's a frosting on it. Okay, I'll put those aside for a second. I'm using a lot of times cocktail sized napkins, and this is how you take the layers apart if you haven't done this before. You get a piece of tape, and then you just peel it off. Now, I think this is only 2 layers, but you can kind of test it by going like this to see. Yeah. All right. And then for the size of pockets that I'm making, I can pretty much cut this into 4. And that should do it. These are Christmas napkins, but they're more like, this reminds me of those sweaters, you know, not necessarily Christmas, but winter. Okay. Okay. On, get out your Mod Podge. Start with this one. Oh, my cat's still sick. Still coughing. She seems better. The antibiotics and everything don't seem to have helped much. So I'm wondering if she has a virus, like COVID or something, because it is in her lungs. I'm going to the vet Wednesday. I'm going to ask him about that. I know cats can get it. Okay, so I'm putting Mod Podge all over here, and pay special attention to your corners and the edges. You need lots of stick 'em on there. The poor thing. I've been giving her medicine. She hates it. It doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot of good. It just seems like she's kind of gradually getting over it. Okay. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's see if I can get these deer both on here. I'm just going to go over the edge a little bit with that white. See what I did. Pretty good. Not too bad. Okay, now I put my Podge over the top of it. Now, on some of them, I'm going to show you later as I'm showing you what to do after the Mod Podge dries. I used glitter Mod Podge on the top of it. Kind of cool. Show you that a little bit. I think I got pretty much all of that done. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of put this one aside. And I'll do another one. This is, ooh, I'm working on a quilt for my grandnephew, and oh, it's really turning out cute. I'll show it to you when it's done. I'm using this Forest, can't remember the name, Forest Friends or something like that pattern, because both of his parents are active hikers, and they wanted something with nature theme. So I've been working on that, and it's really kind of a pain, the pattern, but you know, it's worth it. Okay. I used to get my napkins really cheap at Tuesday morning, but now that they're going out of business, they have hardly anything there. They still sometimes have napkins. I thought they'd be closed long ago, because I heard during the pandemic that they were closing. They were going bankrupt or something. Okay. And then you need to let this dry really well before you go to the next step. That's why I can't do these days buckets in a row, because I have to get ready for it. And kind of, oh, I've done a lot of, I was a teacher, so I always want to be prepared so I can do it as quickly as possible, show you all the steps, and it's okay. So these are some I did the other day, and I think I can close out my Mod Podge. Okay, these are the ones I had glitter. Now, I don't know if you can see it in the camera. Maybe a little. Put the glitter Mod Podge on top. Okay, and I did some other ones to be ready. So I want to show you how you finish this. Okay, first of all, you can pretty much cut some of the excess off. Along the edge. Notice I'm doing it from the back so I can see my pocket. Okay. Now, almost done. There's still some kind of rough edges, so I take my sanding block and I kind of get that extra thing off of here. love that you can see the writing through it, the book page. And this one's done. Do another one. Let's see, this one here is a little one. This one is kind of fat because I doubled the paper because this paper was a little bit fragile. But then by doubling it and then putting this on it, it'll work fine. Okay. Aren't they cute? Just gets all those little extra things off the bottom. And we have another one done. I think I'll try this glitter one and see how that goes. Now you can cut a thumb notch in it if you want. And makes it easier to get the stuff in it. And sometimes it's a little harder to cut it. I stole this sandy block from my husband. He gave it to me because I was using it all the time. But then he was like, hey, now what am I going to use? And then his brother, I'm going to try cutting a notch in this one, made some. And this one's old. It's, you know, like an antique. Love, love, love using it though. Okay, let's see if I can. Yeah, and then you've got that notch in there. That turned out really cute. So, I think you've seen enough. We'll keep this one a little shorter. And I will finish some up and take a picture, and I'll use that for my thumbnail. So, hopefully you will enjoy doing this pocket. And I'll be back soon with day 6. And that'll be good. And so this is Carol from Friendly Quail saying bye. Thanks for joining me today.